They say it's the most watched on Netflix. Also, the highest earning film on the big screen. So that one holds all the records.
Letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. What's up, Lagos? Welcome if you just joined us. This is Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. It's time for the grapevine. And you know what it means when we talk about stories on the grapevine. It's all about gossip, innuendo. It's all about, you know what, different opinions, divergent opinions. And we'd like to hear your thoughts about it. When I said divergent, someone looked up now. But it's all good. To be a part of our conversation, please jump in and reach out to us on Twitter. We would love to, hear your thoughts, have your thoughts. So use the hashtag grapevine981. Also, to be a part of our talk on WhatsApp, it's 0809-444-0981. Don't forget, we're streaming live on YouTube. It's youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. And yes, this is Smooth Breakfast. It's a part of course, this is the Grapevine. It's a part of Smooth Breakfast with Choco Martins and Kanye Baker.
And joining us for the next half hour, we have got... Wait, no, hold on. We have got James Silas. There we go.
Hello.
What is this, James? What is this? Why do you do this to me? Every single time I prepare, what is this?
Yeah!
I knew it. I knew he was waiting for me to put my headphones on. But I got you, James. I got you. And the man laughing in the background with that wonderful, wonderful laugh is Oris. Catch him.
The king is here.
Listen, do you know what? I actually just love your handle because I always just want to say Catch Oris.
Yeah, just catch me. See,
easy.
Catch me. And I see a little bit of iteration to Boris Shekpe's word from Kanye here. I'm not sure what that's about. Wow. What do you have against the awesomeness of Oris, please?
Because every time you know what, I'm not going
to. Thank you. The awesomeness of Oris.
Oris, I think it's because we have different definitions of awesomeness.
I meant the one in the dictionary, by the way. I'm sure you have your own version.
No, we're going by the one in the dictionary. I don't know what you're going by, but it's all good. And we've got you on all the different platforms. We've said that we are streaming live. Oh, I don't know if we did actually. We are streaming live up on youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. Leave a comment up on the live stream. Send your WhatsApp messages into 0809 4440981. And of course, hashtag grapevine981 up on Twitter.
Let's start off with the first story. So Rema was spotted with Chris Brown, right? So they were spotted together in the studio, and they're said to be working in the studio with knowledge of what Chris Brown has done, basically with likes of Wizkid and Davido. Their eager expectations around Rema's debut album, which will follow up his last body of work, which is the Bad Commando. So are we excited about this? Do we think that it's going to be a good collaboration? So far, so good. I think Rema's put out some good work, right? But then again, you know how Nigerians are. I mean,
Okay, is okay.
What do
you want to blame Nigerians
I'm not blaming them. Everybody has caught the fever of Afrobeat all around the world. But I'm just saying, So how do you think this song will turn out? How do you think this collaboration will turn out?
I want to think about it in a different way, actually. I want to say if our biggest stars, maybe minus Burna Boy, of course, I've worked with Chris Brown. Does this mean that leader of the new school is Rema?
Well, yeah, that's actually food for thought, really.
Yeah, so think about that actually. But
we're having to.
Yeah,
I like thinking about it right now.
Please think about it. On the level of this potential of a song, I think if it looks more like the early collaboration between Davido and Wizkid, then no, not Davido one.
I actually like the one with Davido. That's a very good song.
Yes, the first one, not the second.
No, Blow My Mind. Yeah, second one. Yeah, first one. Blow My Mind was really good.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's like that, then we are in for a treat.
But James Silas, you are a music person through and through. So do you see this being like not just a big hit in Nigeria, like an international hit?
Oh,
that one.
I wasn't taking it too far. Calm down.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a collaboration. It will be interesting. We'd like to hear. For I personally, when it comes to Rema, I just feel like there's a great deal of lazy writing when it comes to his music. But you see, when it comes to the vibe, where you don't need to pay attention, but just listen to the rhythm, listen to the the hook.
Which is what we are. Isn't that what we are about?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, so that's what you really are going to get. I don't see Chris Brown doing the whole no, but where even when they say submit,
James.
yo, calm down. Even when they say submit your lyrics, let's say you know how it is with Apple Music. If you're on Apple Music, for instance, and then there's a part where you can read the lyrics of the song. I mean, there's a part where Apple Music cannot recognize what you're saying.
Every
it just
time
goes
on Rama song, every time.
So you can't
Every time, true,
you
actually.
can't have that with Chris Brown, you know. So like I said, we'll look out for the vibe, but I don't know about an international hit in quote. I mean, how many African artists?
Exactly, I've
many
actually had
Nigerian
that.
Oh
artists
wait,
have
let's not even go
hits?
there. I mean, Shazam said, you know, Wizkid's music was the most Shazam song, and he.
That's what I'm saying. How many?
Okay.
It's
Nigerian
not Wizkid
artists?
that we can
No,
always
and it's not even Shazam. I think you're looking at the wrong tech platform.
That's
actually.
yes.
It just means that people don't know who sang that song. That's what Shazam means,
Yes.
actually. Nobody's going to be doing that for, say, I don't know, Drake or anybody. They
Mhm.
know it's a Drake song.
Hmm.
So yeah, so you will not expect to see Drake on that kind of thing in the US.
Mhm.
People like from here, they're like, okay. A New Yorker is like, okay, oh, who sang this song? That's why they're using Shazam. So you can't use Shazam like as a
Okay,
metric
so as
for
a
instance
yardstick.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what it is.
All right. If you share the same sentiments as our analysts, please feel free to send us your messages on 0809 444.
Okay, now we've got this one in. Let's talk about the movies. And Funke Akindele is killing it. So Omo Ghetto The Saga has hit a whole new record. It's now reportedly the most watched title on Netflix Nigeria, but like nobody in the studio seems to be surprised. Especially yours. Like, what do you think about that?
I think I mean credits or kudos or congratulations to Funke for such I think it's a big thing, and I think it just came out early last year actually, if I remember correctly, or 2 years ago. I remember now. Anyway, yeah, so big deal, and I remember that before it actually went to Netflix, it was also the
Did well in
the
the
most
cinemas.
it not just did well actually. It was the #1 box office earner ever for Nollywood films at our screens here. So it means that it holds the record offline
And
and online, you know.
So that's pretty
Big-
cool. Like
big-
2
big
years
deal.
of consecutive wins. Because when
Big
it came
deal.
out in
A single film too.
yeah,
You know, big deal actually.
that's pretty awesome. I know I've always thought, especially with Funke at Kindle, I've thought, I don't know why I say especially with, but like it goes to show that she's tapping into the wants of the people when it comes to movies.
I was just going to say that. Does this
Very true.
mean that the type of music, the movies that we really like, that would really sell in Nigeria, is basically our comedy films?
I wanted to say that what does this mean about Nollywood and Nigerians' love for foolishness? But who knows that?
Well, maybe not foolishness, but
I
then
think it's foolishness actually.
comedy, right?
I think it's foolishness
so I
because
think,
our comedies, frankly, are not say as diverse as our stand-up comedy. Two
Okay.
different things, by the way.
Okay.
Exactly. You know, so in the stand-up comedy, for instance, you have the guys who trade on foolishness, people like the brother Shaggy and the rest of them. And
Okay.
on the other hand, you have people like Movie and what's his name, and Basketmouth, who pretty much do comedy that you can see kind of traveling. You know, you can see that. So, but I don't think that in terms of our, we have the same kind of diversity right there. So
I
it
think
means
that
to me that
diversity
yes,
can
there's
also be
something
seen in our skit making, because it, like, just to segue a little bit away from this,
Yeah.
over the years, or in a few months now, we've seen the rise of skit makers, and it's all based on comedy. And some of them, you know, have transitioned into being Nollywood actors, and we find them in comedy movies, basically. So I think
yeah,
there's
so
the
like for
drive for
like.
comedy.
So
Like for like.
what I would say about that, especially when it comes to movies and the kind of amount, the capital that goes into it, the team efforts, all of the different costs that are associated with making
Films.
movies, is that you want to go for the safe bets, right? So it's not just in Nigeria that this happens, where you have seen something that sells and you say, oh, this one is selling. Comedy is selling. This kind of comedy is selling. Let's just keep making more of it. Is why we're seeing so many superhero movies just coming out all over and over again. Yeah, you want to say yours?
Yeah. I mean, that's entirely true.
Mhm.
But I wanted to say that the issue I think I have personally with Nollywood, or
Okay.
in terms of our film industry, maybe even all our entertainment space, is that one particular is like a ring. I mean, to use the Lord of the Rings reference, is a ring that will roll everything. You know, one ring, and so you have a particular genre or a particular subgenre actually. You know,
Mhm.
dominating practically everything as that happens. The thing with outside of here, at least in the US or even the UK as well, is that even as there are all of these films who are like superhero movies, you still have a lot of space for other things.
Yeah.
Nigeria almost feels like there's nothing else anybody wants to do unless the thing that's actually like working out. So look at, for instance, and I mean this both in terms of commercial and in terms of our awards. So in the US, there was all of this noise making about Spider-Man getting an Oscar nomination for Best Picture.
Yes.
It didn't happen. And by the way, I was very happy about that. It just didn't happen because you're like, you know what, you've already earned your whatever. You're a commercial film. You've earned that. That's fine.
You've earned out.
However,
Exactly.
prestige reserved for these movies that think that they're thinking more about maybe the human condition, like what it is to be human now. That's what those or the awards are for. But Nigeria is like everything is commercial. Everything bows to money eventually, and that's what I'm disturbed about.
So everything isn't commercial. We do have indie films as well. There is one. Is it called the Milkmaid? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah,
but
maybe
it's-
from 3 years ago. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one. The
But
only
remember
one
that
that comes
that
to my
that
mind.
never even went to the big screen, by the way.
They never did.
You never did, yes.
I know, but at least we have filmmakers who are making these movies, and this is, let's face
Yeah,
it.
the problem with them of oxygen. That's what I'm trying to say. That these people exist, but there's no oxygen for them.
Yeah, but,
Now I want to sing Carrie Hilson. This is just, I don't know what to say.
well, that's not to say filmmakers out there shouldn't make conscious
Yeah, they
movies.
should.
Still,
Yeah,
you
of course.
should. I mean, shout out to the one I always reference is God Calling. It's a beautiful film. I think it has Zainab Balogun in it. If you haven't seen it, do I recommend it? I think you should. Yeah,
I
have you
know
guys
the
seen
film.
it?
I know the
Yes,
film.
yes, I know this. I've watched it
I've seen it as
a
well.
couple of times.
No. No further comments, Your Honor.
All right. There we go. So let's talk about Davido. Okay, so he's turned around not turned around now. He's gone on to fulfill his promise. He's dispersed 250 million naira that was given to him for his birthday to 292 orphanages across the country. Now, I know we've talked about this a few times, but a lot of people, really wanted to see this happen because when he asked for this money, and a lot of people made that donation, some people are saying, how are you going to verify the orphanages? So there was a committee from that was set up, and so far they followed this through. But then we also saw a number of other celebrities request for money as well. I don't know how much they were gotten, but what does this speak? What does this mean to this kind of situation?
I mean, it's what it is. He when that money was raised, so what we cannot tell is, because at the end of the day, you realize that it started like a joke, and then people started, this money started coming in. He was actually open to show or share how much was coming in, and then it got to 200, and was it 200?
It was about 200.
And then he now added 50 million of his own to that money. So some people were waiting to see what he was going to do. It was feeling like, wait, so he's just going to take this money and just put it in his pocket? And because he actually hinted that he needed money to clear his car that was coming in, but at the end of the day, I feel like this whole thing just changed, and then it just felt as an opportunity to just, I can shine with this situation and give out this money. I mean, not like I need this money. It probably wasn't.
Not
It
like
probably
I
wasn't
need
the
this
plan.
money.
From the
He
start.
might want the money. I don't know if he needs it. Right?
Yeah, it probably it's probably not. It wasn't. It might not have been his plan from
Initially.
initially,
Of
but
course.
when the way the thing was out, and then the whole attention that was coming, you just thought that we could shine better with this money. And the truth is that I don't think he will feel a thing, after disbursing this 200. It's not going to hurt him. It's not going to affect his own bank account. It's not going to, but look, this has actually put him in the spot of even further greatness, not just as a musician but as a humanitarian. So I feel
And
like
one thing I would like to say is that it kind of highlights the spirit of the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because when this thing first started, like we said, like joke, everybody was very, very quick to hop onto this because in their own words, they were saying that this is a very generous man who has constantly shown generosity
yes.
or spirit. You can say what you like about Davido, but you can the one thing that you will not have anyone fighting over is his generosity,
True.
right? So when this money was just appearing not out of nowhere, but everybody was just like, come and take it, open up my wallet, come and
Yes.
take whatever money
Yes.
you want. So yes, there was a tension, and yes, he could have done whatever he wanted to do with it, but at the end of the day, with the kind of person that he is known to be, I think it was always pretty clear that he was going to do something pretty special with
Yes.
it. Or
Yeah,
what do you want to say?
I think for me, at the moment, the most important thing or what he's done is the accountability. I think yes, I mean, and I've seen that actually online, people saying that it's his money, he can do whatever with it, and I'm like, that's true actually. However, the moment he decided that he was going to do this and made it public, he had to follow through. And I hate I hate the idea of people who are thinking that, oh, even if he said it and the money is his, he cannot do whatever. I'm like, that's not actually true anymore, because once you say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do with this money, I think the only
It's
thing
no
on you
longer
to
your
actually
money.
like follow through with this. And it's not like it's your father that gave you the money. Let's be honest, it's folks and all over the place eventually. So I feel like I don't know if the word is he owes it to us to do this at this after announcing it, but I think that there is a sense. I've seen a bunch of other initiatives online where people ask for donations for certain purposes, and then eventually silence. Until people start to shout, and then they finally come and put something out. And I'm like, you know what? I think this is exemplary. Like, if you say I'm taking this money from the public, from whoever, to do something in the public space, I think you
Walk the
really
talk.
need to follow through. And I like that David has done this. So this is like everybody's like, well, you two have to follow through because you said this money is supposed to be for the public. So please follow through.
All right. Let's have your thoughts. Please send them to our WhatsApp platform, like we mentioned, 0809-444-0981. This is the Grapevine right here on Smooth 98.1. We'll go on a quick break. When we get back, we'll do some more talking.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, when Shagri and timekeeping, she has not. I said Shagri and timekeeping. She has not said
I'm not timekeeping.
ads.
Nah, man. Nah.
Ads.
I'm
We
like,
gotta pay some bills.
don't worry, I'm chilling, man. You won't hear it
I'm
from
very happy to there.
I'm very chilled.
And such an interesting pink.
My mask,
mask,
you have a
yeah.
problem with it?
No, I'm actually. This is a narration actually.
Oh, okay.
Pink mask. I don't think I've seen pink mask.
I like it then.
Did you have it done? How did it?
It came to me this way. I put it.
Surprised. I thought it was just floated into me.
Oh no. Like
come
I
on,
went to
just
sleep
drop
and I had a dream.
Exactly. And then
I was a
you woke up and
rainbow.
it was
When I
right
woke
there.
up, I was
Right
surrounded
there.
by a rainbow face mask. Ah, wouldn't that be awesome? Then I would go and have a dream about 50 billion and wake up and be surrounded by it.
Here we go.
Hey,
So how are we going to tackle the... Okay, you know what? We're going to go through with the Trey Songz story. Because of our
Trey
time.
Songz.
You don't want to talk about that?
No.
Why not?
First, I'm just like this guy, man. I don't know what to say anymore about the guy.
Although being a fanboy
He was
is
the
not
one that they
everything,
said was
it's like-
kicking somebody's ass the other day, right? A journalist or something. No, was it?
huh? What?
Didn't
That
he
is
say
what?
he assaulted somebody?
Trey Songz has yes been up recently for assault.
No smoke without fire.
In fact,
I don't know, man. And I mean,
It's
when
like
was
you
his
can't
last?
stop
When was
assaulting
like his
people.
last jam, sir? All of this fight, all of this bad news. Where is the good news? When was the last Trey Songz?
But have you read the story? Have you guys read the story?
I'm gonna
I-
find
I-
that for you because it was pretty recent.
Which one? Do you mean
This
the
no,
current
it's
one?
anal sex trade.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just be careful how we put that out there.
Yeah, exactly. So, but what you just said is fine, right? That word, those three words.
I'm not gonna
anal,
say it. You can say it. Because
Yeah, but
I'm not
anal,
supposed
rape,
to
and
say
sex
it.
are
Yes.
fine on radio, right?
Yes,
Mm.
they are
Alright,
fine.
Gonzalez.
Just let's not overflog it, so it will not be gyrating into people's ears.
Yeah, with the conflicts.
Alrighty, welcome back. Smooth 98.1, love music, love life. So I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and she was like, you know what? Whenever we let the beat for the bed tune for the Grapevine go, whenever we play the song, we should let it go for like a few minutes because it's just really very
Okay,
good.
jam
vibe.
on it.
It's a good jam on its own. Okay, so we see your messages up on our WhatsApp platform, and I think we should get to those messages. Cruz comes in to say good morning, people. Okay, so we see you. He says we should also do something about our YouTube page. All right, thank you so much for that. He says, hello guys, you guys. Okay, Ori, stop all this bad mouthing. Nigeria is a mess.
What did I do?
Okay.
What is the racist crime
Yeah, I'm
this
trying
morning?
to sieve through the message. Okay, so stop all this bad mouthing. Nigeria is a mess. People are just moving by. We need to laugh so we wouldn't go insane. Besides,
Okay, I see.
we haven't
Oh, the
matured
comedy
to the
then.
point where we would make horror. I mean real horror, not native horror. Sci-fi.
Forget the real horror, by the
Horror.
way.
What is exactly that?
Sci-fi and the likes. And this is Xavier from
No,
Bagada.
that person
So when he says
misunderstood
real
me
horror, he
entirely.
says he's not talking about like Witch Doctor of the Living Dead. Not that kind of.
No, but that's not even a good comment, frankly, because actually that horror is super effective. Actually,
Very.
super effective.
I have never been more horrified.
Yeah. All of the
Yeah.
horror films they keep talking about from from Hollywood, I'm just like, what
You
is
see
it?
nothing.
This isn't scary. Have
Yeah,
you seen
no.
Kotoa or something?
That's not gonna keep you up at night. I don't care what they say about Jordan Peele. You
Exactly.
should come to Nigeria.
Let him come here. Let's come on.
Let's see
Oh,
if you can
serious.
survive at night.
True.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so let's talk about Trey Songz. Once again, he's back in the news. He was sued for $20 million over, well, I mean, sex rape. So to put a context,
These all happen. Thank God you censor yourself. God, you are killing me.
let me just put a context to the story, please. So the American singer, he was sued. You know what? Oris, take the story.
I
Yes.
don't-
Oh, it's not so
Yes, take this
Go
sex
for it.
rape
You seem to
story.
like this topic.
Very funny. No, please, allow me laugh my laugh, please. No further comment. I will let you speak now, Kayode.
No, but
Sorry.
okay, so he was just raped.
Oh, people. No. Let's stop.
Oh,
Let's
Oris,
stop.
Oris.
I'm sorry.
So please
No,
go on.
I wish
It's
I wish I
okay.
could read it actually, but I can't.
So basically, let me
Yes,
just
actually, let the lady do
put
it.
this. Okay.
Oris.
All right. So Trey Songz has been sued by a woman for allegedly raping her anally. Now, according to the suit filed by this Jane Doe, because her name was not released, they did have a consensual sexual relationship between the alleged rape, which happened 5 years ago, 2016, March 24th, and yes. So she went into the details saying that he invited her in and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get that." And she was like, "No, you're not." And he's like, "Yes, I am." And then when they got to the room, he did. And that's that, people. Now
So
you
she's
talk.
come back 5 years, or she's come back after that to, to really just file a lawsuit, and then and we've seen a lot of this happen with Trey Songz. It's not the first time it's happening. So first thing that comes to my mind is there's no smoke without fire. But then again, some people might say, you know what, you know how the Americans are, you know what happens in America, people file lawsuits because they feel like they can get something from these celebrities. But what do you guys think of this?
I don't know. This looked to me to be super specific. Because she isn't just saying rape; it's anal rape. So I think that's super specific, and I wonder if that doesn't mean that. Given Trey's history, it looks like, frankly, something he could do. I don't know for a fact, but it really feels like, this guy's been in, so many physical altercations over the past, I don't know, year or two. So it feels like maybe he actually did this. And if he didn't, well, let's have the discussions begin.
Because even recently now, Dylan Gonzalez, the basketball player, came out and said that she had been
Yes.
assaulted by him. We had Kiki Palmer, who came out and said that this guy was carrying her into a lot of things that she didn't want to do. A lot has come out about Trey Songz, and obviously we are not a court of law, so
Yeah.
we can't really, the only thing we can do is just speak about it because it's our jobs, but also let's see what the actual courts of law have to say about this.
You think he wouldn't want to settle out? What do you think?
Can you afford
Well,
to
pull
right
a
now?
Prince Andrew? Yeah, maybe.
That's possible. The thing is, I think if there's proof or if the evidences are there, because according to the story, she went to, and the Uber took her to the hospital.
Yeah,
So she might have somebody who's kept her as well. So I don't know why Trey Songz is always roped into, or why he's always putting
Because he
himself
thinks
in
he's a
these
fine boy.
situations.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
No,
But
but
now,
they're not
when
fine
was
boys
the last
now,
time?
right?
Exactly. And then why are we not talking about music? It's
Exactly.
always about you and women and
Plus,
Very
he
unpleasant
also his
situation.
music is in that regard. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
when was
the-
the last
name.
time?
when was the last time there was a Trey Songz
Exactly.
hit? I can't even remember. frankly.
So we should be talking about your music, not necessarily about these messy kind of
Oh,
stories every
Boris,
time.
like I had a response to your question, but I couldn't say it on air. It was just too mean.
Okay.
When was the
think I
last
have-
time there was a Trey Songz hit?
I think I think I get.
I was
think
like, come
wanted to
on.
pawn, right?
That's
Supposed to be a
just easy pickings right there.
pawn.
all right.
There you
go.
Okay, so we'll also take messages on YouTube. We apologize for the quality. Some people are calling us out on that, but it's okay. But if you want to catch a glimpse of what the studio looks like, our analyst, Oris, James Silas, Shopwide Kaide, what you can do is just head on down to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/smooth91FM Lagos.
So my goodness, you know what? Can we please talk about the Tinder Swindler? Oh, this thing is such a
I
tongue
think I'm the
twister.
only one that hasn't seen
You
that
haven't
film.
seen the Tinder.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you
it.
know, the
Okay, so
documentary.
Kaide, you
The
need to see the documentary. Yeah, so this guy Simon. Ha, 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 ha.
Levi.
Yes. So he is trying to turn all of the
Bad
the article
attention.
puts it as popularity, but I'm just gonna say attention, right?
Yeah.
From
Notoriety.
yes, the notoriety, his notoriety from the Tinder Swindler, and he's trying to parlay that into a
Hollywood
career
career.
move into Hollywood. I mean,
Ah.
literally, we just saw some small-time
Hospitality.
actor get done for a Ponzi scheme of $650 million.
Mm.
So, Leviv might actually have a career in
But
that.
why not? Why not? I mean, look at the attention he's getting with this.
I don't know about why. Why not? Because
Why
he's
not?
a criminal. That's why not.
Yeah.
No, but
He's
the
a
Wolf of
criminal
Wall
that's
Street,
done his time.
Oh,
Jordan Belfort. I mean, he
Yeah,
turned his
true.
career around from, I mean, the scam of, into the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
which
but you
became
know,
a fantastic film.
for him, there wasn't a documentary made before.
Mhm.
He wrote a book, and then the book was adapted. Essentially, that's what happened with Wolf of Wall Street. So this guy, I mean, I'm sure he didn't want this initially, but now he's like, I'm
Let me
famous
just cash in
now.
on this.
What
Maybe I
can
should write a
do?
book about this too.
Listen, what I actually want is for Eileen to have a career in Hollywood, not Simon.
Oh, sell
The
his
the
clothes.
lady
that
who
are-
swindled him, however small it may have been, into giving her his clothes so that she could sell them. Yeah, that's who I want to prosper from this.
Yeah,
Not this dude.
yeah, this dude. I mean, such. I mean, but the audacity, though,
But
to
also,
just feel
no,
like,
can I say though? I mean, it's not. It's sad, but unfortunately, it's not that surprising. Especially when we don't you remember Prison Bay?
oh well, what's not surprising exactly the
It's-
fact that he wants a career from it.
No, the fact that he might actually get a career from it. It's saddening. It's shocking. But then when you have somebody that looks like that and gets
So,
notoriety for
What's it
doing
going to
bad
do with
things,
all of this attention right now?
But isn't he? I mean, isn't he
He wants
wanted
to-
in the US? It's not. Okay, that's the UK. I know the UK for a fact. I don't know about
I
the
don't think-
US.
is he wanted in the US?
I think he. Well, not,
Wait,
maybe
hold
not the
on.
US, but the UK certainly.
Right.
So yeah, maybe I don't know. I mean, it's just amazing because I thought they said if he leaves. I mean, this isn't fact, of course, but I think I read somewhere that if he leaves Israel, which is where he's based, he might get picked up. At least he can't
It
go to
doesn't
Europe,
matter.
by
So
the way.
he can make a movie from Israel. He can write a book from Israel, and he will still do
There's
it. So
something about being in
he can-
Hollywood.
He can turn his popularity into.
No, there's a chance, but I hope they don't. I hope he doesn't get a chance because man, I'm just like this is so. It is so.
But get
it's
this,
morally
people,
wrong to me.
he wants to host a dating podcast. I mean, of all
And
the
give
things he
dating
can say, he
advices.
was good at dating.
That one, that one, I'm like,
He
I can see how that would work. I
He
can
was
see how that would
great
work.
at dating.
But the problem is this, will they give him? I mean, who's going to give him a contract?
I'm
Spotify
gonna watch it today.
with their Joe Rogan issue. Nah, I'm not sure he will get that.
Spotify has been known to be very, very loving
Open.
of these people who everybody else hates. So, okay.
Mm.
I don't know.
The
Well, yeah,
controversy
it's-
may sell in this regard.
All right, real quick though, let's touch on our final story. Let's talk about Kanye West. I know we've been talking a lot about him, but he's just, I mean, he's
No, it's
in
good.
the
Believe
news.
me, I'm a big Kanye West fan. So please.
He's
Please
in the
go.
news. I mean,
When
just
Genius came out on Netflix, I started watching it last night.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
Which one?
Yeah, he's
Genius.
Oh,
documentary.
okay.
20 years, by the way. It's a
I
freaking fascinating
know.
entity. I saw it at Sundance. It's just, I mean, Kanye, was always going to be Kanye. That's just what I think the summary of that whole documentary is that Kanye was always going
Yeah.
to be Kanye West.
And like when I see him as baby Kanye and he's just he's making his beats, I was just like, oh my gosh, I've seen your future. And I
Exactly,
don't know
exactly.
what to tell you.
You know,
Live in the moment.
there is this scene which is I think it's probably the pivotal scene in the documentary where he goes to Rockefeller offices. At
Yes.
this time he had done stuff for Jay-Z on the Blueprint album, but people were like, just a producer, but he was like, I want to be a rapper. So he goes there because he's been sending his demo tapes and nobody has responded or anything, so he decides to go to the offices, knocks at the door, plays, all falls down. Nobody cares. He goes to another office, plays it again. If this time raps for the executive, that one just ignores him as doing something else because it's like the middle of the workday. And that's like the song that actually made Kanye West actually.
Exactly.
It became his highest it was his top single and became the one that climbed into the top 10 Billboard charts. But at the time, nobody
Nobody
cared.
And it's so strange. It's so surreal actually because I started out. I'm only at the first part where he started playing it. Because it's so surreal to hear such an iconic track, right?
Exactly.
And
And
everybody's
everybody's-
ignoring it. It's pretty epic.
I know, so yeah.
Okay, so he sent a truckload of roses to Kim Kardashian on Valentine's Day. I mean, does anybody find that weird?
It's not weird.
It's not weird,
Kanye
please.
West.
He has 7 years with this woman. He has kids with her. I feel like I know people are kind of displeased about how he's going about it, but I'm like, this is like a lifetime, and I have,
7 years is a lifetime.
it is a lifetime. He
Okay.
has 4 kids with this woman. I feel like, let the guy breathe, man, I have a lot of sympathy for him, actually, to be honest. I feel like I understand your
Always
feelings.
calm down.
I get
Nobody's
your
asking not to. In fact, he's trying to take oxygen off Kim. Leave her alone. I mean, so like I said, with your question, I'm not surprised that Kanye could pull up. I mean, a chocolate of roses.
Of course, he's a billionaire. Of
Do you
course, he
understand?
can't do anything.
So, but and then not just recently, I don't know if you guys talked about it. His breakup with what's the
Julia
Fox.
So that means Kanye
He's
does
going
not
through a
want
lot of
any
stuff.
other woman. Kanye just wants Kim.
Yeah, we saw
And
this with
his
Amber Rose
wife.
too at some point. And
They've
stuff.
not finalized the divorce. Hey, she's still his wife, please. And she's still using Kim Kardashian West, by the way.
Yeah, but that one everything will be over as soon as they
We don't know
round
that
up
yet. Let's give them some time.
I don't see Kim.
Wasn't
coming back.
it Miguel that was dating? He was married. Then he leaves her for like 6 months, and then suddenly 6 months later they're back together because, of course, the streets are military and ready. so these things happen.
All I know is that I'm seeing this message, this Instagram post with all of the rose emojis on it, and I'm just like, this does come across slightly stalkerish. There, I said it. It
Fine.
I
does.
agree.
My vision is crystal clear. Imagine if somebody sent you that. Wouldn't you be scared? You wouldn't be scared, Oris?
Yeah, but what would you do?
7 years, 4 kids,
What
man.
would you be doing
Please.
without a truckload of roses, man? That's
We are not. No, it's not vegetable. They
That's
know,
not
they know what they
vegetable.
do with it.
That's coming from somebody who proposed to her in a whole full stadium.
You know what? I take that back. That's our show, guys. You can catch our analysts up on social media. You can catch Oris on.
Catch Oris actually on
Yes.
Twitter. Catch Oris Grams on Instagram.
Okay. How about you, James?
James Tyler's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Clubhouse, everywhere.
All right. Choco Martins at Choco Martins without an H. Hattie Baker with a double R on Twitter. And we'll see you guys, next week. But then again, the show continues. We're here with you all the way till 11.
On the Smooth Breakfast Show.
I thought of a smooth show.
Is that rain?
Not like I want to.
That
Oh
is,
my God.
That's rain.
That
Yes.
is, yeah.
Wow.
It's raining.
Yeah, first rain of the year.
Oh.